Hi guys. Okay, so it's post Body Power. Went to Body Power yesterday, and it was fantastic. Saw a lot of old faces that I used to, hang around with in the sort of game, if you like. And yeah, it's really good to catch up with them. All of which are looking really good as well, by the way. Um, what I wanted to touch on today was really diet pre-prep. So the equipment that you would need to get your diet into check. I'm not going to cover diet today purely because I'm not yet completely on par with what I'm doing. So I've tidied my diet right up, but still I need to go through a number of factors to get my diet on point. So I don't want to run through it today and almost be hypocritical because I'm not currently doing it myself. So what I'm going to show you today is what I would generally have to hand to get my diet started. My friends in the bodybuilding community and people that train, this will probably bore you to death. But this is really for people that have never taken diet seriously before. So what I'm going to start with is what I would generally have with me on a day-to-day basis. And you'll probably get some stick for it at first from your colleagues and family, etc. But after a couple of weeks, no one bats an eyelid. First things first would be, something to carry your food around in. So whether you're working on site, whether you're working on the road, whether you're working in an office, you still always need to have your food near you the majority of the time. You're going to be eating every 2 to 3 hours, depending on how your diet is. So you always need your food near you. What I would have, I was quite lucky. One Father's Day, I was given a 6-pack fitness bag, which is really cool. Basically, what it is, it's got a couple of cool bags in there. You put them inside your actual cool pack, if you like, and it keeps your food, at the right temperature all day long. So everything's cool in there. Loads of cool little pockets and bits and pieces on there, which is great. Which is, it's one of these. You see loads of people wandering around with them at expos and the like. The only bugbear I have with this, albeit a great product, it's not big enough to carry the food that I would be having, and it's expensive. So, I got it given to me, which was lovely. It was from the kids, which is cool. But if I was buying it off my own back, you're looking at 50, 60 quid. And, if you're working on a budget, probably not ideal. What I use on a day-to-day basis, purely because it's bigger, is one of these. Standard cool box. Just straight out of Tesco's I bought this. And that's 12 quid. It's a lot cheaper. It's a lot bigger, so it can just carry more stuff in it. I carry my supplements and all of my food and my water in that. Albeit, like I say, you'll get a bit of stick for it initially because you're carrying around a big picnic box. That's what I would do. I can carry everything I need in that. So it's really important that you've got a means in which to carry your food. As I say, you're going to be eating every couple of hours. So that's something that you need. The other thing I would usually, have amongst my person is a shaker. I'll have a couple of these a day already pre-prepared. So like I said before, if I'm struggling in the morning, and I haven't done my eggs or whatever, I would have a shake. Depending on what kind of day it is, if it's high carb, low carb, etc., I would usually have oats in it, just to pack it out, and to almost treat it as a full meal, if you like. If you got your protein drink and your oats in there, you can almost treat it as a meal. So I would have a shaker about my person, probably a couple actually within that cool box, just purely because it's convenient. Like I said, if you're on site, or you're in the office and you've got meetings and bits and pieces, you haven't got the time to hoof down, a meal, then if you've got your stuff pre-prepared, bang, you can have it. You don't need to clear off down the shop to go and get an expensive pre-made protein drink or whatever. you've got it about your person. So you can do it, no aggro at all. Next thing, which is important, Tupperware. Get used to it because you're going to be eating out of it. That's the kind of thing I would have. I've made the mistake before of buying, great big rectangular Tupperwares, thinking, I can cram more food in it, I can eat more food on the go, this, that, and the other. Don't do that. It won't fit in the microwave. It's a silly mistake. It's obvious to most, but I've done it before. Bought a great big Tupperware, stick it in the microwave, and it won't spin and it won't work. So I always carry, sort of a medium-sized Tupperware that's circular, so it can spin. About my person. If you're working in the office, then fantastic. You've got the opportunity to warm your food up. If you're on the road, or if you're, on site, or you're in a cab or in a car or doing a delivery, whatever you're doing, you're going to have to eat it out of a Tupperware. And unfortunately, you don't have the luxury of heating your food up. So it's one of those ones, get your head around eating out of that. Obviously, have a couple of cool bags with you. You're going to need to keep your food at the right temperature. If it's a summer's day and you've got your food just chilling inside that cool box and you haven't got your cool packs in there, it'll taste disgusting. And it wouldn't be fit for purpose. I wouldn't eat food that's not correctly managed with regards to the heat. So obviously a couple of cool bags, goes without saying to put in the cool box. The other thing that I will say that's really important, especially as you're getting into your diet, is a set of scales. You're going to be weighing out everything. I'm at a point, well, to be honest with you, I was at a point towards the end of when I sort of done my last show where I could pretty much do most things by eye because, I'd been doing it for so long. I had an idea of where I was at with it. But, you're going to need to know, what you're doing. 100 grams for this, 250 grams for that. You're going to need to know it to work out accurately your requirements for your diet. So, as I said, today really was just to break down a couple of things that you're going to need pre-diet, so pre-prep. The scales, the cool box, the bags, the shakers. Like I said, it's a bit of a no-brainer for people that are into training or do training. Not everyone does. There's not a magic key or a magic pill that's going to get you into shape. It's stuff like that that's going to have the consistency of what you would need to get back into shape. So again, really appreciate you guys hanging with me. Fantastic feedback as well from the last video. Over 100 people have watched it, so that's brilliant for me. I do really appreciate you tuning in. I obviously posted up a couple of pictures last week as well. The first one in the orange pants was from just after Christmas. Drinking a lot, eating a lot of crap food. Obviously relax over the Christmas period, but that, for me, I just went overboard with it and then ended up, looking like I did then. So, I'm going to try and track my progress every couple of weeks. I'll post up a new picture just so you can see where I'm at with it. What I'm going to do this week is actually get my food into check. So I'm eating relatively cleanly at the moment. I'm not eating spot on by any means at all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit down tonight, work out my macros, work out exactly what I need. And next week, I'll show you how I've broken down my meals, my meal plans, and how I'm going to work my food. I'm probably going to work with a carb cycling situation just to see how that works. Obviously, I'm tailoring it to my own needs. So, it might not necessarily meet your needs, but, just take it as it comes and we'll see how it works out. So, again, thank you very much for watching. Like I say, next week, I'm going to actually break down the diet. So today was the pre-prep. And yeah, cool. Stay tuned and thank you. Take care now.